Hey everyone! Today I'm going to film a requested reading. So the question was, what is blocking me from becoming financially stable or healthy or unhealthy? So I think this is such a good idea. So thank you for requesting this video because I think it's a really important thing to explore. Like, what is blocking us from what it is that we want? You know, there's a lot of hidden forces, a lot of subconscious beliefs, ideas, thought processes that really keep us sort of in a bit of a box, you know, within our own mind, within our own psyche, and prevents us from really pushing past those limitations. So anyway, we're going to explore this reading. So I have three choices for you guys. This is choice 1, choice 2, and choice 3. And right now I just have your oracle cards laid out, so each group has these 3 oracle cards. It's simply a different top one, so you have a choice, you know, between a different pile. So yeah, I'm going to do your tarot cards live, like I'll channel with them once we get going, and we'll just see what comes through. Alright, I'll see you at your timestamp. Bye. Okay, group 1, let's take a look at what is blocking you from being financially healthy or stable. Okay, let's see what's going on. Alright, romance, abundance, nature, bodies of water, bright future, independent, sacred heart, feeling lost, confused, lonely, and jewel within a teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional connection. Oh my god, this is going to be such a good reading. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to start here, but there's so much going on. I think there's someone in your life that you are really like in love with. You're possibly with this person, or you're possibly in separation from this person, and the amount of like real estate that they take up within your own psyche is kind of a lot. And I think that this could be impacting like your ability to really bring in the money that you want, because perhaps your focus is sort of continuously being taken outside of yourself. So I really feel like Spirit's saying with like these 3 cards together, she's almost saying like find a spiritual union with yourself or with something like nature, you know, something bigger than yourself. And I'm picking up you have a connection with nature very intensely. Because the other message that came through was that perhaps your work needs to involve nature, or you need to be living in nature for your really gifts to come through into the world. So I think that there's a need for you to like cleanse your energy field of somebody. Even if you're with them and you're, you know, doing fine in a connection with this person, I still think that it's indicated to kind of do a little ritual, or even if it takes you like 5 seconds to just set your intention. I am bringing all of my energies back to me, and I am surrendering any energies that are not mine to carry. And I think that's really what this body of water would offer you. So Spirit's saying spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Yes, you need to recharge your batteries. And like I said, I think that that's more of an energetic thing. I think you're carrying this person's energy. And if you're not with this person and things aren't going well with this person, like you're in love with someone who's unavailable, then it's even more indicated that you really cleanse yourself. This could also mean having a bath or a shower, but definitely going to an ocean, a lake, a river. Just like being immersed in nature is so important for your soul. I really feel that for you. And it's really going to help you feel less confused, less lost, and less lonely. Okay? Because I'm picking up as well, there's this sense of like, even if you're with this person, at times you still feel alone. You still feel alone when you're with them. So yeah, I think that that's because you're carrying too much of their energy and you're not enough centered in your own. And it's a really easy thing to do, especially if you're someone who's sensitive or empathic. You know, it's easy to take on someone else's stuff. However, your future is so abundant. I mean, I am picking up that your money situation might not even be that bad right now. However, maybe you just have this, like you know what you want, or you know where you want to go, so you're kind of you're looking out for that. So the abundance is your future. This says stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. So if you feel concerned around money, you know, then Spirit is saying that everything is going to be fine. Abundance coming out in a reading is huge. I think that you are someone who naturally, like your natural state of being is abundant. You are someone who maybe is good at receiving, or who is good at remaining in the flow of abundance. So I think what really takes you out of that flow of abundance, or out of that alignment, is when you feel lonely. And again, I think this is really the message from these 3 cards, which was around developing more of a relationship with yourself, so that if you are alone, or if you have to do something alone, you know, that you don't feel lonely, that you don't feel confused or lost or anxious about that, and that you actually enjoy spending time with just yourself, or you enjoy doing things that are just for you. And feeling the abundance or the richness of a relationship with the self and what that offers us. Now this card, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Yeah, so I think that honestly, this is what is the biggest, they all kind of tie in, but this is a really big message, you know, to really work on your relationship with yourself and what it means to you to stand alone, to stand on your own, or to stand as an independent person. And this doesn't mean we can't be interdependent with someone else. So of course, as human beings, we're relational beings. We need to have relationships with people. This is part of who we are. But when relationships, you know, take up too much real estate, like I was saying, and we lose ourselves, you know, that starts to block things like abundance for us, because that can start, we're more sensitive to like fluctuations in our self-worth if it's really coming from outside of us, right? If it's coming from inside of us, then it's a lot more stable, and it's sort of like we're cultivating this place we can always come back to, that is going to support us with love that we have sort of fostered for ourselves. And I'm not saying this is always accessible, but it's something that, you know, we keep having to come back to, especially every time we find ourselves alone in life, you know. For some of you, I'm even seeing like maybe you had some heartbreak recently with this jewel within a teardrop. So of course, be gentle with yourself, you know, if you're really feeling a lot of heartbreak. And I'm not saying, you know, you have to be alone, like, no way, but it's just about, again, your relationship with yourself. So this card says appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection, jewel within a teardrop. Yeah, so there's some wisdom in your feelings. There's a lot of wisdom in your emotion. And I think that this is also calling on you to appreciate your own emotions. So like to value them, to see them as important, to see them as worthwhile, to see them as worth expressing or worth sharing. And I think that's, yeah, what's going to make you feel really connected or reconnected with Spirit. You know, to pray to Spirit and tell Spirit what's been going on for you, what's been happening, why you've been upset, or why you've been feeling confused or lost or lonely. And having that connection, you know, you might find that easiest to do in nature, because I'm picking up you're a very natural, you know, oriented person. So maybe even if you find Spirit in the trees or in the grass or in the animals of the woods, you know, to really immerse yourself in an environment like that and feel that spiritual and emotional reconnection. Nature is so huge for you, Group 1. It's really what is is going to be the key for your abundance, I think. And again, balancing relationship with self with relationship with other is also for you guys. Okay, thank you, group 1. Oh, I haven't done any of your tarot. Well, this was like a very beautiful oracle spread, wasn't it? It kind of didn't even need tarot, but I'll just do a couple. All right, let's see. The Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Wow, so these are both talking about relationship. The Four of Wands talks about twin flame. So I'm seeing that, yes, you have a very important relationship this lifetime, or you're in one currently, and it takes up, again, a lot of your time and energy. And that's fair enough, because I'm seeing that you do a lot of spiritual growth and learning in that relationship. But I think this card is just like pointing out that, you know, we really need to stabilize those things for them to be more supportive of us, you know, because relationships can go both ways. They can be really supportive, or they can be really destructive, I guess, of our life. So yeah, something around making home inside of yourself, feeling like you belong within the world and within your relationships, feeling rooted into the earth. I think root chakra is a big one for you. That's probably where nature comes in, where you feel more grounded. Work on your root chakra, work on grounding yourself, balance, meeting your needs in a physical, basic way, and then worrying about, you know, meeting more spiritual or emotional needs. That's definitely a message for you guys. So yeah, twin flame relationship, possibly at times like messing you around a bit. So yeah, be gentle with yourself and know that your future is very bright. Now we have the Three of Cups, which is friendship. So yes, again, independence is really important for you. I think you're going to find your success in life doing something alone, or a solo venture, becoming an entrepreneur of some kind, and perhaps even helping people with this search, or with like emotional reconnection through your own story. The Three of Cups as well it's saying, you know, like, this reading is very interesting because it's basically saying relationships are so important for you, for who you are as a person, and yet all of, basically like the majority of your lessons in life are around separating into who you are whilst remaining in close relationship with people. So your learning is both in the relational space and in solitude. It's really one of those dichotomies of like, it's not one or the other, it's both things. And that can be the hardest lesson to learn, because we so often want to go to each polarity. We want to go, it's either good or it's bad, it's either yes or it's no, and maybe it's just both. So yes, no wonder you might be feeling confused at times, because, you know, you're constantly treading this middle ground. So again, stay really kind to yourself, and appreciate all the work you do, and appreciate all these beautiful things about your nature, such as your sensitivity and your connection in with nature and animals. You know, there's so much beauty in you. And I think like your lifetime, or your lifetime is really about expressing the beauty that is you, through all kinds of ways, and a lot of them are through relationship. Okay, thank you, group 1. Now this really is the end of your reading. Thanks for watching. I really hope this did help you in some way, and I appreciate you spending time with me today. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Hello, group 2. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so I have all of your oracle cards. It's almost like an oracle card reading. I like that. It's working well. I will do some tarot. I almost forgot to for group 1, but we'll get there. And yeah, we'll see what comes through. So what's blocking you from being financially stable and healthy, or healthy? Self-acceptance, Archangel Michael, truth and integrity. Ooh, past life, the arts, and purification. Wow, yeah. I have to channel some messages already. So you need to accept yourself and accept the artist that you are, and get honest with the fact that you want to do art as your job. You want to make money from your art. You want to make money through your self-expression and through creative activities that actually light you up inside and feel fulfilling. You know, you want to feel like your money is coming to you when you're in alignment with your truth, your integrity, but also like your sole purpose for being here. And this is like themes that you are working with from other lifetimes, other timelines currently. So this is really big energy. And, you know, really be kind to yourself if it feels like quite complex or complicated. You know, it's not just as simple as I'm just going to express myself. For sure. I really feel the complexity of your situation. So yes, I'm sending you that kindness as well, because I think you're really hard on yourself a lot of the time about it. And it's really important, really, really important that you start to detox other people's opinions of you, that you start to detox from your mind those sorts of thoughts that really put you down, or that downplay your abilities, or that downplay your ability to make money from your art. I think perhaps you grew up in a family that really did not appreciate art, or, you know, they might have appreciated art but not seen it as a viable career pathway, right? They kind of were like, that's something you can do in your spare time, but how are you really going to make money? You know, that kind of attitude. And I think you really internalize that, which is very easily done, but there's a real push in this reading from Archangel Michael and this purification card to start to slice those other people's opinions away from you, so that you can really get clear and have clarity and focus and be aligned with your truth and integrity. Because while we've still got everyone else's voices in our heads, you know, like mom or dad or teacher, or, you know, people that we look up to, and perhaps they tell us things, you know, and then we take that on really too much, and it really just draws us away from who we are and accepting who we are. So there's definitely as well a strong message in this reading to stop seeking validation outside of yourself. Of course, to some extent, we all need that. And I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to do that. I'm just saying, like, I think that it has to come from you first, and then you're going to start seeing it outside of you. Okay? All right, let's get these out while we're here. The dream. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. Then we have Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. These are really nice cards. And then we have Harmony, Power, Self-Confidence, and Productivity. Wow. Yeah. So you feel most at peace when you're creating, don't you? I think you're just such a creative person, and that really what's blocking you from really being able to financially make money from this is your own self-confidence. Sorry, you know, I see that you're a hard worker. I see that this is what lights you up inside, and this is what you want to do. And it's like, can you just accept that and not make it so complicated? I mean, I know that there's extraneous things happening that are complicating things for you, but inside of your own soul, inside of your own self, like, let it be simple. Let it be that, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want to make art. I want to make money from my art. I want to feel like I've never worked a day in my life, because I wake up in the morning excited to be alive, excited to create, excited to produce, productivity. I think you're someone who gets a lot of self-worth from your productivity, or a lot of enjoyment from life from that. So yes, this is also a message around your inner sanctuary, to really make sure, again, that you're protecting your inner sanctuary from other people's opinions of you, or other people's ideas around how you should make money or what your career ought to be. This is your inner sanctuary. Like, there's almost this like message from spirit to bring forth a spiritual warrior essence, you know, that you have inside of you. Even call upon Archangel Michael. I always tell people this, you know, you can call upon Archangel Michael at any time you need. Archangels are available to each and every one of us always. They're like 24/7 service that we have available to us as humans. But most of us don't know, or a lot of us as well don't feel like, we feel almost like we don't deserve their help, or like, oh, they'll be too busy to help me. It's like, no, they're light bodies. They exist they exist everywhere all the time. Like, they can always come to us and they love to help us. Archangel Michael, I can feel him right now. I always feel him on my back, like in my middle upper back, as a warmth, and I'll see like blue orbs or blue wings or something out the corner of my eye. Anyway, he's a very beautiful angel, and he really will help you to, like I said, cut away other people's ideas or other people's opinions of us, really set us free to accept ourselves and live from our truth and integrity, and to purify. This says it is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. And yes, I'm really reading this as being a need to detoxify your mind from people's negative ideas or people's like ignorance. Honestly, it's ignorance at times. These people just like, you know, I think you need to like really value your own inner voice more than other people's. I think at times you put other people's like voices or ideas above your own, and like, no, you know best. Definitely you know best for yourself. So this past life is interesting because I think that these issues around self-acceptance or around having to go an alternative pathway from your family is something you're carrying forward or carrying on from other lifetimes, other timelines. I don't say past life personally because all of our lifetimes are happening at once. All of our timelines exist at the same time. So yes, it's easy when we are existing in linear time as we are currently to conceive of this as happening in our past, because it just gets a bit confusing when we think about everything happening at once. It can be a bit overwhelming. So past life is just an easy way to refer to something that is actually happening all at once. So that's why we are always working with themes across multiple timelines, and that's why things feel very, very heavy to us, you know. That's why it's not just a simple thing as speaking your truth and saying, okay, I want to do my art, you know. I feel that. I feel the heaviness of it. So this dream card is interesting because I feel like this is saying to me, like, this is your dream. This is your life dream, to make your art, to make money from your art, to be successful in your art. And it says something is revealed, insight and breakthrough. So yeah, maybe you're about to have a breakthrough with this stuff. I think this is definitely as well involving your past life memories. It says this situation involves your past life memories. So whatever the insight or whatever is revealed or whatever breakthrough you experience, again, it's to do with your past life, your other timelines. So just like honor that as being a really big thing, I guess. That's what the wisdom of past life card is like, this is big stuff, right? Even like I'm picking up a message around money being like, maybe at times you don't feel like you deserve money, or especially not for your art or something like that. You don't see maybe the value in it, or you don't see, like, you don't feel comfortable with asking to be paid for your work or your art or something like that. So that's personal work you need to do if it is something you want to do as your career. Like, you know, we're always going to confront blocks within our own psyches around our self-worth, especially as we are pushing beyond those limited beliefs. You know, that's when they come up the strongest. So don't be like, you know, don't be put off if they come up. You know, that's what's truthful. And anyone who's made it, anyone who's been successful has had to face those fears, has had to face those voices in the head that say, you can't do this, or who are you to do this, right? So normalize it is what I'm hearing. Tarot now. This is so strange. The Four of Wands was from group 1. You actually might resonate with some of the messages in group 1, because this card is, I always read this as the twin flame card, but again, this could also be referencing your family of origin, who again may have very different beliefs around you, or have very different ways of being in the world than you, because I'm seeing you're incredibly intuitive, you're incredibly sensitive. You could be a seer, clairvoyant, clairaudient. You're definitely clairsentient. I'm picking that up. So these are big things to carry, okay? And I'm picking up that you were from a family that no one else was like this. You were the only one. You were the most sensitive person in your family, and you always felt like there was something wrong with you because of that. So first of all, Spirit would like to say that there's nothing wrong with you at all. Nothing. And that your intuition is your wisdom. Your intuition is your gift. You know, you can really, really embrace this, and it's honestly the same channel as your art. It really is. And I think it's also around detoxing from people's negative opinions around sensitivity, or around, you know, your uniqueness. You're a unique individual. Now, this other, apart from being around family and home and belonging, our feeling of belonging, I'm hearing belonging is not something that's come easy to you this lifetime, or you haven't felt like you did belong at times, or you haven't felt like you've questioned, like, why am I here on earth at times, I'm hearing. So whether you're with this person or not, I think that there's someone really important for you to meet this lifetime. And perhaps you're with them now and there's a lot of stuff going on. This was sort of what was going on in group 1. So if this resonates with you, go watch group 1. It was around like having a twin flame relationship, perhaps at times like taking up too much of our time or too much of our energy, and us not really being able to focus on work or money as much. So yeah, this could be for you. It might not resonate with you. Maybe this again is referring to your family of origin or your situation around belonging and home. All right, thank you group 2. I really appreciate you watching this video and spending time with me today. So thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to find out today what is blocking you from becoming financially stable or healthy. Okay, so I have your oracle cards, and pretty much it's mainly an oracle card spread, I have to say, but we will get into the tarot at the end. Okay, so let's dive in. Sacred space, answered prayer, leap of faith, new love, guardian, and enchantment. Evolution, peace, and 9 of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, and protection. Wow, this is really interesting, because wow, okay. They all seem just really, really connected. There's a lot of love energy coming through, you guys. And I don't know if it's like, I'm getting a message that for some of you guys it's around getting over somebody, and that's really what's going to bring you that peace. Peace, yeah, wow, that peace, yeah, exactly. Because there's a new love on their way to you. You may have met them already for some of you. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing that they're right just on the edge of your energy field, like they're about to enter your life. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that if you're in a relationship with somebody, there's this feeling of like them finding their enchantment for you again, or finding that new love feeling for you again, and vice versa for you for them. There's a really interesting message around sacred space. So it says create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. However, I'm really seeing that maybe this is actually talking about like you're looking for a place to practice your job, or you're looking for a new space to work from, like a new office space, or to hire a room to like see clients out of, or you're simply creating something very new for yourself in terms of job, because this evolution card says earth changes, climate change, and transformation. Yeah, so you're very much transforming right now, and you're probably also transforming your ideas around money and your ideas around making or creating money. I think that you are really aligning your divinity with your way of making money, and that is really what your answered prayer is. I think your prayers have, well, I'm hearing your prayers have been around, I would like to make money from, you know, doing this that I love, or doing this thing that feels like it just lights me up inside. Yeah, and you're going to become really enchanted again by your career if you follow this path, you know. And I see that for most of you guys, you've already been initiated onto this path, so it's really just more of a matter of time, which is what this answered prayer card is really hinting to you at. Now, this leap of faith card is so standing out to me. It says, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And then right next to it, we have fulfillment, harmony, and protection. Yeah, so this is what you're leaping into, and that's why it requires you to have faith that this is what is on the other side, right? And we also have this guardian card, which, if this wasn't enough, like it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So if you take this leap of faith, you are safe and you are spiritually protected. So this is the time to go for it. This new love card could also just be symbolizing a new career opportunity, a new way of making money that you simply love and that lights you up inside, right? That feels like you're so in harmony with your life purpose and you're just so fulfilled by what you do every day. Like, this is great. Now, this peace card is talking about dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts, which I believe is really the initial step before you can take this leap of faith, is to really maybe having to either confront certain thought patterns or beliefs, or simply just to transcend them, you know, just to let them go and just take this leap. This is a very straightforward reading for me. I'm going to go into your tarot now. Oh, these two wanted to come out. Maybe we'll do one more. Okay, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Lovers. Oh my God, this is such a cool reading. So the Two of Pentacles, you need to make a decision about something that feels challenging. You feel like you have a lot of priorities, a lot of demands on your time. Perhaps you have a lot of responsibilities. You might be working multiple jobs. You have a lot of demands on your time, and then you have this little, you know, prayer or hope of going in a certain direction, and Spirit's saying you need to choose that direction that you want. You know, make sure that that's your priority instead of prioritizing everybody else's needs or whatever. I know it's hard if you're working two jobs, like, and you're trying to get something else up and running. Like, trust me, I know, I'm there too. So if that's your experience, then, like, honestly, just, you're amazing, because it's really hard, I think. People don't understand, like, to have to split your attention so much. So yeah, I see you really having to do that, and I see you really wanting to make that decision, wanting to make that leap of faith. So maybe it is also a matter of divine timing. There is also a message with this Eight of Swords, however, that what is really blocking you from making that decision is simply your own thoughts, your own, like, lack of faith in yourself. And that the Eight of Swords talks about our thoughts creating a prison for ourselves. So we imprison ourselves in our own minds. And it really, to me, is the energy of like a paralyzed will. You know, so we might have a desire to take action on something, but then if we contemplate it and just ruminate, and then we haven't taken action, and all of a sudden it's turned into procrastination, and then we feel more anxious about it, and then it just spirals, right? That's what the Eight of Swords is. So Spirit's just saying, like, you don't have to go down there, you don't have to create that prison, you know, really focus on that leap of faith, right? Because, and dissolving those disturbing thoughts. Wow. This reading is so cool. It's so synchronistic. Yes, this is literally dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. That's what the Eight of Swords is. And that is what is the next step for this leap of faith, as well as finally making that decision to take that leap of faith, which again, I'm not trying to say is easy, and I'm not trying to say it has to be done in any amount of time either, you know, take your time. Because on the other side of it, we also have the Lovers card. So not only does it, you know, definitely solidify the fact you have new love coming to you or a renewal in a love situation. To me, it's also talking about fulfillment, and it's also talking about like, oh yes, fulfillment. Oh my gosh. It's talking about as well, you know, the Lovers is Gemini energy, and to me that's around like union of two sides, or I mean the Lovers is very much a union card in my opinion. So I think that again, this leap of faith is really going to bring you not only new love and a lover, but also just this real sense of being in union with the divine, or in union with life, or in harmony with life, feeling really fulfilled by that. And yeah, like the two sides of your character or something come into harmony or come into union. Yeah, even like this progression from the Two of Pentacles to the Lovers, like overcoming those negative thought patterns and such. It's so interesting because, yeah, it's sort of like the Lovers is like the peace after the decision is made, where both sides of us, you know, come together again. Yeah. Yeah. Just seeing if Spirit has any other things she'd like me to say. Spirit says your work is really in your own mind. That's where your work is. And sometimes you don't, she's saying to me, sometimes you don't believe that your thoughts are being, that your prayers are being heard. And Spirit says they are being heard. They are being answered. Everything is occurring in divine timing. And you are loved. Your spirit guides would like to make contact with you. Oh my God, they're coming through. I can't really facilitate that right now, but they would like you to ask them to help you, and you have to give them permission. See, I think maybe you don't know this and they want me to tell you. You must give them permission to help you with these stuff, and they really would like to help you with all of it, especially, you know, the leap of faith and the surrendering these disturbing thoughts, etc. So pray to your spirit guides and like, yes, and give them, like, vocalize your permission. Say, my spirit guides have permission to help me. I surrender my finances to my spirit guides to support me with abundance, you know, all those sorts of things. All right, thank you, group 3. I really hope that did help you, like, at least in some way today. And I really appreciate you spending time with me and supporting my channel. So thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Goodbye.